Japan is a land of contrasts. It's a place where ancient traditions meet cutting-edge technology, where tranquil gardens neighbor bustling cityscapes, and where adventure lurks around every corner. As a travel enthusiast, I've explored countless destinations, but Japan never fails to surprise and delight me. From the moment you step off the plane, you're in for a treat. The air buzzes with energy and possibility. In the cities, neon lights flash and trains zip by with clockwork precision. But venture into the countryside, and you'll find yourself in a world of misty mountains and serene hot springs. It's this diversity that makes Japan such a captivating destination for adventure seekers. It's about slurping ramen in a tiny shop, steam rising from your bowl. It's about donning a yukata and soaking in an onsen under the stars. It's about navigating the organized chaos of Shibuya Crossing. Every moment in Japan is an adventure, big or small. Let's go on an adventure in Japan. Let's kick off our Japanese adventure in Tokyo, the heart of modern Japan. This metropolis is a sensory overload in the best possible way. Imagine standing in the middle of Shibuya Crossing, the world's busiest intersection. Thousands of people surge around you, a sea of humanity moving in perfect harmony. It's chaotic yet orderly, a metaphor for Tokyo itself. Don't miss the view from the Tokyo Skytree, where the city sprawls beneath you like a glittering carpet. For a slice of tranquility, head to the Meiji Shrine. Nestled in a forest of 100,000 trees, it's a peaceful oasis in the urban jungle. Early morning is the best time to visit, and for a taste of old Tokyo, wander through the narrow alleys of Asakusa. The area around Sensoji Temple feels like stepping back in time. Now let's hop on the Shinkansen, the bullet train, and zoom to Kyoto. For a more zen experience, visit Ryoanji Temple. The bamboo grove in Arashiyama is otherworldly, especially when the morning light filters through the towering stalks. And if you're feeling adventurous, try to spot a monkey or two at the nearby Iwatayama Monkey Park. No trip to Japan is complete without laying eyes on Mount Fuji. This iconic volcano is more than just a mountain, it's a symbol of Japan itself. On a clear day, you can see it from Tokyo. But for the best views, head to the Fuji Five Lakes region. Lake Kawaguchiko offers postcard-perfect vistas of Fujisan reflected in its waters. If you're up for a challenge, why not climb it? The official climbing season is from July to September. Watching the sunrise from the summit is an experience you'll never forget. But Japan's natural beauty doesn't end with Mount Fuji. The country is a paradise for nature lovers. Take the Japanese Alps, for instance. This mountain range offers some of the best hiking and skiing in Asia. In winter, the town of Nagano transforms into a snowy wonderland. It's home to the famous snow monkeys who soak in hot springs to escape the cold. Watching these furry creatures enjoy a spa day is both adorable and hilarious. For a different kind of natural wonder, head to Okinawa. This subtropical island chain is Japan's answer to Hawaii. Crystal clear waters, white sand beaches, and vibrant coral reefs await. You might even spot a sea turtle or two. And don't miss the Okinawa Churami Aquarium. Its main tank is home to whale sharks, the gentle giants of the sea.
Now let's talk about something close to my heart and stomach: Japanese food. It's so much more than just sushi and tempura. Every region has its specialties, and trying them all could be an adventure in itself. Let's start with sushi though. For the freshest sushi experience, head to Tokyo's Tsukiji Outer Market. The inner market has moved, but the outer market is still bustling. Watch the chefs slice fish with surgical precision, then savor melt-in-your-mouth sashimi that was swimming just hours ago. But Japan's culinary scene goes far beyond raw fish. Ramen is practically a national obsession here. Each region has its own style. In Hokkaido, you'll find rich miso-based broths. In Fukuoka, it's all about tonkotsu, a creamy pork bone soup. My favorite? The tsukemen, or dipping noodles, in Tokyo. The noodles come separate from the intensely flavored broth. It's a fun, interactive way to enjoy your meal. Don't be shy about slurping, it's considered a compliment to the chef. Street food in Japan is a whole other world of deliciousness. In Osaka, known as Japan's kitchen, don't miss takoyaki. These octopus-filled batter balls are crispy outside, gooey inside, and utterly addictive. Another Osaka specialty is okonomiyaki, often described as a savory pancake. You choose the ingredients, and it's cooked right in front of you on a hot griddle.
Section 5. Navigating Japanese culture, customs and etiquette. Now let's dive into the heart of what makes Japan truly special, its culture. Japanese culture is rich, complex, and sometimes baffling to outsiders. But don't worry, I'm here to guide you through it. First things first, respect is key. The Japanese value harmony and politeness above all. A simple bow goes a long way. You don't need to go for a full 90-degree bend. A slight nod of the head is usually enough for everyday situations. One of the first cultural differences you'll encounter is the custom of removing shoes. Many places, including homes, traditional restaurants, and some temples, require you to take off your shoes before entering. Look for a genkan, a small entrance area where you can swap your shoes for slippers. In bathrooms, you'll often find special bathroom slippers. Remember to switch back to your regular slippers when you're done. Gift giving is another important aspect of Japanese culture. If you're invited to someone's home, bring a small gift. Beautifully wrapped sweets or a specialty from your home country are good choices. When receiving a gift, it's polite to refuse once or twice before accepting. This shows you're not greedy. And don't open the gift right away unless the giver insists.
Section 6. Do's and don'ts for the savvy traveler. All right, let's get down to the nitty-gritty. What should you do and not do in Japan? First, do learn a few basic Japanese phrases. Even a simple arigato, thank you, or sumimasen, excuse me, can go a long way. The Japanese appreciate any effort to speak their language. Don't worry about perfect pronunciation. Your attempt alone will be appreciated. And do carry cash. While major cities are becoming more card-friendly, many places still prefer cash. Do be punctual. In fact, be early. Japanese trains run like clockwork, and so do most aspects of life here. Being late is considered very rude. If you have an appointment or tour, aim to arrive at least 5 to 10 minutes early. On the flip side, don't be loud in public spaces. The Japanese value peace and quiet, especially on public transport. Keep your voice down and avoid phone calls on trains and buses. Do use both hands when giving or receiving something, especially business cards. This shows respect. And speaking of respect, do dress modestly when visiting temples and shrines. Cover your shoulders and knees. Don't smoke in the streets. Many cities have designated smoking areas. Look for them if you need a cigarette break.
Section 7, Temple Hopping and Onsen Soaking Must-Do Experiences. Now let's talk about some quintessential Japanese experiences. First up, temple hopping. Japan is home to thousands of temples and shrines, each with its own history and charm. In Kyoto, start with Kiyomizu-dera. This UNESCO World Heritage Site offers stunning views of the city. The main hall's wooden terrace, built without nails, is an architectural marvel. In spring, the cherry blossoms here are breathtaking. In fall, the autumn leaves create a sea of red and gold. Next, head to Fushimi Inari Shrine. You might recognize its thousands of vermilion torii gates from photos, but nothing compares to walking through them in person. The full hike to the top of Mount Inari takes about 2 hours, but even a short walk through the gates is magical. Early morning or late afternoon are the best times to avoid crowds. And don't forget to try some Inari sushi from the food stalls near the entrance. Now let's soak in some culture literally. Onsen, or hot springs, are an integral part of Japanese life. There's nothing quite like sinking into steaming, mineral-rich waters after a long day of sightseeing. One of my favorite onsen towns is Kinosaki Onsen in Hyogo Prefecture.
Section 8. Festivals and celebrations, joining the local fun. One of the best ways to experience Japanese culture is through its festivals. And boy, do the Japanese know how to throw a party. Let's start with the Gion Matsuri in Kyoto. This month-long festival in July is one of Japan's biggest. The highlight is the grand procession of massive ornate floats through the streets. Some of these floats are several stories high and weigh tons. It's a spectacle you won't forget. For something a bit more quirky, check out the Kanemaru Matsuri in Kawasaki, also known as the Penis Festival. It celebrates, well, you can guess. It's as wild and wacky as it sounds, with phallic-shaped candies, vegetables, and even a giant pink penis shrine. It's all in good fun and supports HIV research. Just maybe leave the kids at home for this one. If you're in Japan in summer, don't miss the chance to see fireworks. The Japanese take their fireworks seriously. The Sumida River Fireworks Festival in Tokyo is one of the biggest. Over 1 million people gather to watch 20,000 fireworks light up the sky. It's a dazzling display that puts most Western fireworks shows to shame.
For an unforgettable experience, consider joining a guided tour that covers all these amazing places. Whether you're exploring the grand procession of floats at the Gion Matsuri, immersing yourself in the quirky festivities of the Kanamara Matsuri, or marveling at the breathtaking fireworks during the Sumida River Fireworks Festival, a guided tour can enhance your adventure. With a knowledgeable guide, you'll get insider tips, skip the lines, and make the most of your time in Japan. You'll learn the fascinating histories behind each festival, uncover hidden gems, and enjoy seamless travel between events. Imagine not having to worry about language barriers or navigation, and instead focusing entirely on soaking in the vibrant culture and festivities around you. There are tours tailored to every interest, from culinary delights to historical explorations, ensuring that your journey is as enriching as it is enjoyable. So, why not take the hassle out of planning and let the experts lead the way? Happy travels?